Okay, don't have a mentee B on this one, as the kids say. What does that mean for the old folks? A mental breakdown. I love taking all of these like isms from the Rugrats and like sliding into the DMs, sliding it into my vocabulary because I feel like it makes me cool and relevant. And sometimes they are absolutely hilarious. And so, okay, back to the subject. Hi, welcome. I'm Mara, and we are on a whole series of how to get you to quit your 9-to-5 and start day drinking by the end of this year while you get work done and make money. So yes, I thought I was going to be doing this whole series in like my business casual with my smart glasses, like at a cafe and all those other things. And I was like, you know what? Why didn't I show them why I am so passionate about becoming, being able to work for yourself, being your own boss, but also being able to start up a business and being able to quit, have a side hustle, be able to make money. Right now, I'm saving money for the TVs and all the things and all the studio equipment that I want, right? So anything that I can get my hands on to help me, especially if it's something, especially when it comes to like design or anything like we've got going on. Okay, so the reason why you're gonna be mad at me is because the next one on this list is because it gets my goat. I don't like saying it, but it is coaching, okay? And the reason why I say it, because everybody's a coach, right? Anybody can be a coach. What are the qualifications? What I heard before from somebody was the only qualifications you need to be become someone else's coach. I think Chalene Johnson said this, is you just have to be 10% better at someone than someone at something. And it's really true. So for me, coaching, I find that a difficult avenue because it's so overdone and you don't know what you're gonna get. But I did hear something from someone else. I can't remember what it is. I do have it like in a note linked somewhere. And it's where you provide a done for you service. And I say, or done with you service. So instead of saying, I'm gonna sit there and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, it's like, let's make a game plan. Let's take a day. Let me show you how to do this, right? Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man a fish, he'll eat for forever. But a lot of people want to be worked on. They don't want to be just here's the plan and go home and do it and come back to me. A lot of people aren't going to do it. They want to. A lot of people just have a hard time even learning, especially over 40, and they haven't maybe gotten on the TikTok train, how to even make a TikTok. They may watch them, but it gives them anxiety, right? Or AI, just scared. Like, what do I ask, right? I just go in there, Google search. So there's so many, I call them a fear threshold. And so whenever I come up to something, there's a resistance. I'm like, oh, I just got to push through it. I'll go watch like 3 YouTube videos on it. And then I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, right? It's knowing that there's a resistance to it. There's a fear threshold. And how do I get past that part of me? But sometimes we need a little motivation, right? Sometimes we need some hand holding. And so if there is something that you are, whether it's waiting tables or crocheting or anything like that, that you can offer, yes, you can do a 60 whatever call, not 60 seconds, 60-minute call, or where somebody maybe wants to set something up or just wants your advice. Maybe you are the mother of autistic children, right? And you can help with that. Then again, we're going to keep talking about making digital products here, right? And if you want to learn how to make your own digital products, or if you want to buy some done for you from me, you can definitely look in the description below in my beacons, and I've got all that information there. But I do have 30, 60, 90-minute calls, as well as a full VIP package day, which is what I'm talking to you about, is where I will sit down and not only let's make a plan, right? A 365-day plan of whatever you want to do, but how do we implement it? And I'm going to show you step by step how you can do it on video, right? With workbooks, all the other stuff, so that you can repeat that process and not have that huge learning curve of feeling like you have to do it by yourself. So when I say coaching, right, because again, it seems like it's a really, really overdone, but I'm just going to throw some ideas out there for you, for people that coaching systems and one-on-one appointments, that type of thing that you can do. So with that one day, that VIP day, that's something that you can do and take 8 hours and spend with somebody, or cut it up into 2 days, like a weekend thing, or during the week, whatever it is, 4 hours on one day, 4 hours on another, versus 6 weeks of coaching calls, right? Where you're just little by little bite size, but maybe that's what something wants. Again, if you can get onto something like Calendly, which is free, you can make sure that your appointment times, just be really, have a free coaching call, right? Where they can sit down and see if you have a rapport with you and say, hey, if this is something that you're interested, right? Get onto, like I said, something like Calendly or Stand Store, where people, even if you want to have like a long-term coaching system where they can pay you, they can even put it, I don't advise it, but they have Afterpay, Klarna Pay, all those things. So definitely look into that. But here's just some ideas for you. Credit coaching, natural hair coaching, just life like ADHD or, having special needs children, morning motivations. There's a lot of people, one-on-one yoga coaching, like get on, let's do yoga together. I'm going to coach you, right? From the Zoom or whatever it is. Abuse survivors, marriage and divorce, single moms, confidence, media, sex coaches, Airbnbs, card divination. Those are like little reminders for me to do for myself. Development in anything, finance, client development, marketing, anything. Even if it's a meal prepping, right? Even if it's homesteading, even if it's canning, right? I would love to have somebody teach me how to can, even if it was over Zoom, even if it was remote. I would love to sit down with somebody and show me. Or I don't know how to plant what type of wildflowers to plant to bring bees and butterflies in, right? I know there's a book I can look that up, but for somebody to show me, right, and have a plan for me and like what what to expect and all those other things, that would be lovely, right? So gardening, baking, all of the things. If you are really good with some particular cuisine, woo, look at them cat-like skills. Okay, we're gonna call that a day since I'm trying to kick my laptop off of the thing. It's like the third time today. I'm like, what's going on? Anyways, okay, next idea. We'll see you on the flip. Bye. Oh, if you want to get my free digital products guide and list, like idea factory list, you can go ahead and get them down in the description below. Okay, bye.